You are listening to socialtv.co.za with myself, Nokuthula Khwela. In our top stories, Motsepe Foundation commemorates International Women's Day with the 7th Annual GEWAL Summit. And Momentum's One More Fan challenges the status quo. Starting off with our top story, the Gender Equality, Wellness and Leadership GEWAL unit at the Motsepe Foundation will host a 7th Annual Summit in commemoration of International Women's Day on Friday the 3rd of March. Convened under the theme From Rhetoric to Reality, Time for Action, the summit will showcase the action plans of men and women leaders from public and private sectors on the continent who are guiding transformation. Part of a month of advocacy initiatives, the Motsepe Foundation will also host the Ring the Bell for Gender Equality in partnership with the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, JSE, on Wednesday, the 8th of March. The Motsepe Foundation will partner with African stock exchanges to promote actions that improve leadership representation and expand access to economic opportunities for more women. This cross-country collaboration will also highlight the strides that are being taken across the continent, share lessons about what works, and celebrate the successes that have been achieved. Closing the month of International Women's Day, the Motsepe Foundation will host the third Race of Equality on the 18th of March 2023 in partnership with Athletics South Africa. With over 2,000 people participating in 2022, the Race of Equality attracts a diverse group of men, women, children, and professional athletes. Moving on to our next story. It's been a decade since Momentum invested in the South African women's cricket team. When this partnership began, the team had no contracted players. By the end of the sponsorship first term, all 13 players were contracted. This past Saturday, we witnessed these players flying our flag high as they played against Australia at the International Cricket Council's ICC Women's World Cup in South Africa. In an effort to encourage citizens to watch women's sports, Momentum started the One More Fan campaign. Through this campaign, the Financial Services Group is not only continuing a crucial conversation on the gender pay gap in sponsorship earnings, but are also encouraging fans to shift media visibility, elevate women's sports, and contribute to leveling the playing field. Gender pay gap in sports is the persistence of unequal pay in sports, particularly for female athletes who do not receive equal revenue compared to their counterparts, which differs depending on the sport. This gap impacts the number of women who can pursue sports as a viable career choice, the facilities and resources that would be available to them to improve their game, and the exposure they get from the media. The main aim of this campaign is to educate ordinary citizens about the importance of watching live matches in an effort to increase commercial value. The world as we know it is constantly changing, and one of the fundamental drivers is digital transformation. At its core, digital transformation is about the internet. It's about using the latest technology to do what you already do, only better. Therefore, Supersonic believes and has committed itself to leading Mzansi to a digital economy that will enable people of today and future generations to be at par with the rest of the world by embracing the digital revolution. For that reason, Supersonic found it important that they invest in future leaders, future digital entrepreneurs, and the youth that will be holding the forte, driving us into the next level digital economy. By ushering the youth into the age of accessible connectivity and leveling the playing field by providing them with a real internet connection, Supersonic has joined forces with the Boys and Girls Club in Soweto, a community upliftment initiative that has committed itself to empowering and enabling young people to reach their full potential. Through comprehensive after-school programs with the high-impact curriculum including academics, technology, life skills, sports, and a tech club that is preparing the learners for the digital and AI era. In our final story, people gathered at Mofolo Park in Soweto and released 500 balloons to mark and celebrate efforts men are putting in to become a better version of themselves, a version that promotes love, shows deep care, and can be trusted. Men who qualify to be called good men. Most importantly, this symbolic gesture encourages other men to look in the mirror and ask themselves if they are men we can all look up to. The group was further supported by television crews and actors, where 1,000 more balloons were released in Devland and Highlands North, Johannesburg, who pledged the support for the good men we can all look up to. The old saying, evil triumphs when good men do nothing, may not hold true for long, as men are stepping up to change their ways. If anything, St. Valentine, as it was celebrated recently, serves as a reminder that we indeed have good men who are showing up and showering their loved ones with all sorts of gifts and spending quality time with them. But leading up to this day, some men were trying to escape the men's conference, which we all hear about, but none can truly say they have attended. Well, not for long, and it won't be an escape. The Good Men initiative, championed by Trust Condoms, is flipping the script on the vile labeling such as trash, dogs, deadbeats, etc. that has dogged men in recent times, which has put on the spotlight the question on whether men can be trusted. To recap our top stories, Momentum's One More Fan challenges the status quo. For more CSI news, you can visit our website at www.socialtv.co.za.